Greetings, traveler.
We are going to be watching a Sevel game. Let me first check if all the settings are correct here. Yes. Sometimes YouTube likes to ask me like, hey, would you like to watch in a lower quality because that costs us less bandwidth? And then I always have to tell them politely, no. Because it's a little pixelated, right? Let's have to like check. Are we sure? Are we sure we're at the right quality here? Oh, no, we could have gone higher. There you go. You always got to check. They're always trying to just... Now, to be fair, that's like millions of dollars for them probably because there's so many people watching, because a lot of people aren't going to check the quality and they'll be like, it's good enough. All right, anyway, here we go. Ooh, we slam a Maleficent in Beast Demon Mech Naga Pirate. So that's probably a little bit of foreshadowing because I just played a mech game, and that's because I saw Sevel's thumbnail. He's like, hey, this is the new mech comp. I was like, new mech comp? Don't mind if I learn. Let's go. So yeah, slamming Maleficent for magnetic. So Maleficent actually had a new hero power, well, relatively new. It's been there for a while, but you know, nobody plays this hero. I mean, actually, she was played. I didn't play this hero, but I saw an HS replay that she was played. Let me actually like take a look where she is right now. Okay, never mind. That's top 50% though. Top 5%. Oh my god, what is going on? Okay, like there's a little bit of sanity left here in the top 1%, but holy, okay. Time to learn, chat. Time to learn. Maleficent S tier. Let's go. The only S tier on HS replay right now. All right, so on turn 3, we are going 3-on-3, cycling a gambler because why not? It's a good habit. You know, if you're playing Thorim, you want to make sure you spend your money. If you are playing patches, you want to cycle that pirate, so why not? We got ourselves the 4-on-4 because our hero power unlocks tier 4. So now she gets a magnetic every turn for 1 gold. The Millie. Oh, more money. More monies. Be nice, throwing in the rate. Let's go. 8 gold left. So he takes a roll because he needs to spend 7 gold, right? Buy, oh my god, double turtle? This is getting a little crazy now. Yeah, we buy the gambler. We're hero powering. Auto assembler is tempo, so I'm guessing it's that one. There's no reborn here. Let's see what spell we have. So you could roll 1 more to trade the gambler. I don't think we're super excited. Ooh, the chef guy is really good. That's one mech per turn, hopefully. Okay. Wow. See, this is why I love doing these game reviews, right? Because, I mean, it's good for you guys too, but it's definitely good for me because I would... Honestly, the fact that he slammed Maleficent is the thing that prompted me to actually check the hero win rates, and to see her as S tier here, that is unreal. Copper coil. There's a random trinket. There's 10 gold, and there's rusty. I mean, it's copper coil, right? We're literally the magnetic hero. I feel like if it's not copper coil here, it's never copper coil. Because oh no, oh no, he's thinking about taking the other one. I guess you have to magnetize it. You can't just play the magnetic, so you would have to magnet. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That would be so sad if you're playing literally the magnetic hero and then it's still not the oh, what the hell, bro? What is this shop? He gets a hollow rover, a clunker junker, and then he can hero power for the reborn. Reborning both? Yeah, reborning both. Cool. I was thinking, where is the reborn gonna go? But yeah, reborn both. Reborn both sounds good. Okay, well, this looks good now. Holy crap. Excuse me. All right, so get our free mech from the chef's choice. Oh, we missed the magnetic from the rover. That is sad. At least we're not losing because we have our reborn automaton. Opponent is getting some good hits though, shaving off some damage. Would like to kill this Naga too, right? No, didn't get it. I mean, you're not really shaving off damage then, because the early damage cap 10 is still 10, right? Okay. More magnetics in the shop. Does he level hero power, or is it just like, oh, we like those magnetics? Looks like it's, well, I mean, I guess there's nothing to reborn. I mean, he has the automaton, but another auto assembler for tempo? Or do we feel like we want the monies? Or you even have shield. All of them are viable here. You have copper coil too. Yeah, wants the shield. Okay, it's going to stay and buy. So it's a little too good for him to skip. That's cool to see. And then actually goes with the shiny ring. I guess he can generate spell power magnetics too. That's fair. So what is getting the shield here? The Tom. Yeah, that makes sense. And then a Cordo, I would guess... Oh, it's going on the top? I would say it goes on Hollow Rover because you keep that longer, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, sure. You can, that one I don't care about. It's just the stats. I guess that's... He doesn't want to add too many stats to the Rover because he wants it to die and reborn to farm another magnetic. Okay. Sorry, I see the comments in the chat, by the way. I will talk to chat a little bit after the game, but like I said before, when I'm reviewing games, I like to really spend all my time and energy on that. I don't want to like be pulled in different, because then often we start talking about other things, and before you know it, we're talking about, hey, what's the right amount of sets if you're trying to improve your bench press? All right, here we go. So turn 7, a little slower on the leveling because he did have that. Excuse me, because he did have that really good shop with the double magnetic, and then the hero power gives him another one. Just a Cordo. Wants another shields. Zelda Anoyo? Yeah, I like that. The just magnetizing gives him quite some tempo with copper coil right now. But what is the right amount? Yeah, I knew that. I can't do it, chat. Can't get into it. Right. Yeah, look at this stat gain, by the way, per magnetic now. Holy. This is no joke. Yeah, so if he plays this, it does not get the stat gain, but it allows him to maybe triple it from either the rover or his hero power or the shop, and then he will get the opportunity to magnetize that one and make more board space and consolidate the stats. Where would he put the magnetic though? Because he doesn't really want to put it on Hollow Rover because you want it to reborn, and if you give it a bunch of death rattles, it will not reborn. You play the magnetic to give spell power. Yeah, I mean, you can equip that, but I don't think you prioritize that. Boom's monster is fun. Zarina portrait doesn't feel like what we're doing, right? Yeah. I think the boom is pretty good. It's pretty fun. Is he going to play it and reborn it? You can, you know? Chat would like to point it out. Hey, you can play that. You can play that Boom's monster and reborn it. Oh no, you're all the reborn. He's gonna do it. Here we go. He can triple it later though and still consolidate. Okay, gets to roll in, finds the inventor. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one, chat. The one he wants. That's the one. Alright, the Naga survived for a long time. Module? Moduling? He already has a module though. Yeah. Spell power time. So reborn here, taunt here. And then what are we doing? Okay, not reborning the Boom's monster. Thank God. Thank God. There we go. A sensible player, chat. Don't reborn your Boom's monsters. I mean, you can, but it's just board space. It's generally not as good. Bloop. So, yeah, this is just giga tempo. And I will say, I just played a mech game myself, and it was one of the easiest top 2s I have in a while. It felt like I couldn't lose. I had so much tempo. So, very high tempo. Okay, gets another Boom's monster. So what I want to see, what I want to pay attention to is what's the exact board he's going to be aiming for? Like, how is he going to execute this strategy? What are the big pieces? There's an armor. Not interested. He's like, armor? That's for losers. If I just don't lose, I won't need the armor. Duo? Thinking about a duo. It's a little on the greedier side, but I also need to see like when he takes those. He can use the duo to triple the rover, but I think he wants to more just get Titus and Inventor and stuff. I don't think he's that. Oh, no, he still wants the rover. Okay, finally found that triple. So we do want to play the duo. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah. I mean, I guess he wants more magnetics for his Inventor, so sure, why not? And Golden Rover, if it's so big. Yeah, no, never mind. Golden Rover is significant. Okay, that's good to see. Because the Inventor scales with how many magnetics you've played, right? Or how often you've magnetized. So it seems it's best to do that. Okay. Plunk. We got our first eliminations here. Another boom. Yeah, looking for Titus or more Inventor. So now that duo is going to proc, there is even an opportunity for a Drakari this turn if he wants to get doubles. Yeah, found the Titus. Could even copy Titus to hunt for a golden one. Yeah, I'm going to be looking to... ooh, pants for module on the rover? It does have reborn though, so maybe you want it to die. Money. Ooh. He can play Drakari and Titus this turn, and instant golden is Titus. It's just where do you put this auto assembler? That's the tricky one. He is gonna put it on the rover and say, I don't want the reborn. Okay. Yeah, I like playing that now because he wants the triple ward to sell it. Then I'm guessing we're getting rid of one of the sentinels here to get Drakari. So he's actually min-maxing his stats here, right? He's using the Worgen, and then he plays the Sentinel because he needs to sell that for gold. Full Worgen value, play the Titus next to the duo. Boom, there we go. Clean, very clean. You love to see that. And all of a sudden he goes from 0 Titus to 3 Titus in one turn. That is beautiful. So now Kangor is likely going to be the focus point here, because that Inventor is going to start to add a lot of damage to his board because there is a Golden Titus now. And he's magnetized so often that the Inventor's baseline effect is already good. And then it's ×3 with the Titus. And then obviously every time you re-summon it with Kangor, it just goes again and again and again and again. So let's see. It's a Junk Jouster. That's not bad for a little bit of AoE buffs, like Titus and stuff. I'm guessing we're getting... excuse me. I'm guessing we're definitely getting rid of Drakari, and we're probably getting rid of Duo as well. But let's see if he needs that board space. He has a Junk Jouster, so I do think so. Probably going to end up playing double Inventor and the thing. And the Jouster. Yep. The Jouster comes down. Then we play that because we need board space. So he will need something to summon tokens with. So we do have to keep that in mind, that there needs to be like a mecha horse almost, right? He needs to build his own mecha horse. And then there's pants there. That's beautiful. Yeah. He needs to build his own mecha horse by just having a lot of automaton summons. This comp is broken with Stitch. Yeah, Stitch makes Death Rattle builds a lot better. That's a good one. I guess I can go on Jouster, yeah. I mean, I guess he has the Jouster that he could just put all the automaton summons on, or like 3 or something. Because when these Ingenious Inventors die, they make your mechs this combat have more damage. So you can see that it spawns now, it has 300 damage, even 550 now because of all the Titus buffs. So when he spawns automatons, even if they're not big with the automaton buff, they're going to be huge with this Inventor buff. Yeah, basically this, right? Yeah. Is a stream buffering? Ooh. I have 0 dropped frames on my end, so that might be you. Yeah, this just feels very fast, very strong. No Kangaroo though. I guess that's his big one. I was... Okay, there you go. He was hesitant to pick up the Clunker because he does have to sell something. But I'm honestly fine selling this Reborn Automaton to keep the Jouster. Oh, there you go. I mean, I'm fine with hero powering and then switching hero powers. 1 magnetic per turn is probably not going to make the difference at this point. But let's see if he agrees with that or if he wants to keep this hero power. We're also in the top 4, so I mean, technically you could die here. Okay, he's not going to be interested. Happy keeping that hero power. More Accordotron on turn 13. My man. My man. He's got his priorities straight, chat. It's basically buying oil, right? Accordotron is oil on a stick. Oilge. Freezing the spell, maybe? The spell is kind of good if you're doing token stuff. Yeah, this is so many buffs. What are these? What is it? Oh, the Jouster is... Not the Jouster. The Inventor is golden now. I want him to hover the Inventor. Like, what are the buffs there? It's gonna go kind of crazy. Wow, this guy is actually just playing Beetles with a Rylak. That's so sad. Yeah, I don't think Beetles are viable right now. Shimmermoth has no synergy in the game, right? And a Rylak is so just not good enough for Beetles. Turn 13, 200 damage Beetles is, yeah. It's a little sad. Back in the day, back in the Shimmermoth days, this would be like 2,000 damage Beetles already. Oh my lord. Yeah, very strange that Felhorn did not come back. I mean, I guess it's not super strange because people really hated Shimmermoth last time it was in. Ooh, another Kangaroo. Another Jouster too? Or are we not interested? You could hero power, and if it's golden Accordotron, you could triple the Jouster maybe. That could be a line. Okay, not interested. It is getting a little close to the end of the game. I kind of want to get rid of this Automaton on our board. I want the only mech dying early to be this Inventor, so that we just summon more Inventors with the Kangaroos. Then again, at some point you do kind of overkill when it comes to damage, but it's not like summoning Automaton is better. Ooh. That's board space. Very nice. Very nice. Ah. Potentially triple missed. Spell power. What was he buying? I guess he wanted to get shield on Titus, right? Yeah, shield on Titus is interesting. Eyes. There's nothing we eyes, right? No, I don't think so. What's the best way to proc Shimmermoth? I don't think you proc Shimmermoth. I think Shimmermoth is just like, it's an incomplete package right now. Like, I don't see how you proc Shimmermoth. Like, you have the damage demon that does AoE blaster, but that's still not good. Oh, I guess you proc it during the tavern phase with the beast, the panther. I think that's probably the best way to do it. This is a bit of a mirror, but he's using Sky Golem. We should be pretty favored against Sky Golem because Sky Golem has a lot of stats and we deal tons of damage. So it's about who has more summons at that point, and we have 2 Kangaroos. Oh yeah, dude, that Automaton has to go. Then again, summoning Toms instead of Inventor is not the end of the world here. Okay, we are still gonna lose. It did feel, yeah, I mean, the stats indicate 85%, right? Oh, we're not gonna lose, never mind. Right, because that Hollow Rover is filled to the brim with automatons. Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that Panther, the 3rd minion from the left, that's probably how you proc Shimmermoth in the current meta, but that's almost never good enough. It's so hard to play enough beasts that it matters. Yeah, he's looking to bank shield, I guess, for this this Titus. I do want that hero power, yeah. I wanted the previous one already. So one more Tom. Man, this Hollow Rover is ready to go. So it seems like his endgame comp is one huge mech and then put a lot of tokens on there. And then when it dies at the end, it's like a nasty surprise. Yeah, that makes sense, right? So you keep a Hollow Rover on your board, you put a lot of automatons on there, and then when it dies at the end, it just goes like... It's like a board full of tokens. And you get so much money here as well with the Accordotrons. It seems pretty fun to play. Man, Maleficent S tier. Who thought she would live to see that day? Eh, Golden Kangaroo is pretty bad. Golden Kangaroo summons the first 4 mechs, but you really just want to summon this Inventor over and over, I think, so... Golden Kangaroo is just worse than 2 regular ones. Also, you have a Golden Titus, right? So a regular Kangaroo already fills your board. He did find that shield, which I'm assuming we're gonna use to make Titus more, you know, comfortable. It seems like he's actually pretty happy keeping that automaton. Like he's not worried about not summoning the Inventor, because that's basically what happens here, right? This automaton has died twice. So those are the first 2 mechs. So you're not resummoning the Inventor. But to be fair, because of the Golden Titus, he's already got 500 damage tokens with only 1 Inventor dying. It didn't even reborn die, right? So if your board is already 500 attack damage tokens, it's probably a bit overkill to just resummon the Inventor. See, that's the thing. Like in my head, I'm just like, make number bigger. And Sevel's just like, well, you know, I mean, make number bigger if it makes sense, but you don't have to. Ooh, I kind of like Illidan to make your combat better. ETC? I mean, I guess the Titus has to be repositioned 10, so maybe that's too awkward. Feels like you could kind of just put a mech there. Okay, so it looks like he was rolling for Deflectobot, because the moment he rolled Deflectobot... Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh, that's dirty. Oh, I see it now, chat. I see it now. So he's going to use the Inventor to get giga damage on his mechs, and then he's just going to summon a bunch of Deflectobots with the Kangaroo. And then the Deflectobots will all have high damage and shields. And when another mech spawns, they will all regain their shield. So if anything with Reborn dies, if another Kangaroo procs... You want Pants, right? For that Deflect... You don't? Ooh. I think he wants Taunt on this Deflectobot, right? Because otherwise, how are you going to kill it off? Yeah, I kind of like the Pants there. There's another Inventor. I don't think so, right? Oh, does he already have Taunt in his hand? Oh, of course he has Module. Duh. Of course. Alright. So he's not making that Deflectobot bigger because, well, I mean, he's making it bigger as in he's proccing his Jouster. But he's not putting more magnetics on there because he doesn't want it to survive, right? He wants it to die so that it goes inside the Kangaroo. And then he actually gets very favorable traits in the late game. Sky Golem. But yeah, look at this. This is 98% to win. Okay, well, the Deflecto didn't die, so it all didn't matter. But that's okay. He is going to get very, very high attack, because this is the first time he has 2 Inventors in there. Okay, well, that's not a great Leroy, but it also didn't kill Titus. Titus would be disastrous. The hits are overall pretty good. Oh my god, look at his damage. Looks like this might be the new meta, chat. Oh my god. Look how much damage, bro. Look at it. 4k. 5k. Alright, GG. That's why we do these reviews, chat. Learning the strats so we can use it in our own games.